It's official, everyone. I'm tired. We're all tired. And I don't think anyone likes being tired every single day of their whole life, majority of their life. My point that I'm trying to make is that burnout is so prevalent in America and it's such a big thing here because all everyone does here is work and they have no time for themselves. They have no time for their family because when they get home, they want to go to sleep or they want to eat, watch TV, and just, basically not think of anything and relax and do the same thing over and over again tomorrow. But one of the main reasons I think why this is so prevalent is because, we need to work because we need to make money. We need to pay our mortgages. We need to be able to buy food. We need to be able to pay for our car insurance, for our car payments. Every single thing you can think of under the sun, we need to work because of those things. Basically, if you don't work here, you're nobody. You have nothing to show for who you are. You have no money. You're worthless, even though it sounds really bad to say, but basically if you have no money, you're a no one. Nobody cares about you and you're not an addition to society. You're actually like a subtraction. If I were to put it that way, a subtraction to society. And I think this stems from our work culture, our hustle culture here, how it is so magnified because if you don't have two or three jobs, you're not doing it right. If you don't have a side gig, a side hustle, you're not doing it right. And again, it all will lead to burnout because you're putting in so much energy, so much thought, so much effort into your day-to-day life, um, that eventually becomes too much. And it only so, we can only take so much, right? The human mind is a very powerful tool, but again, there's only so much it can take. So that's why uh, we really need to take the time and take a vacation day, take 2 vacation days, take five. Really give yourself the time to rest your mind, relax your body. If obviously you work out on the construction sites, you work out on the roads outside. Uh, it's all it's all important because it can lead to burnout, right? So obviously there's a lot of economic stress out there, and what I mean by that, there's a lot of financial stress, right? So let's think of wages versus cost of living. Your incomes haven't kept up with the rise of inflation, rent, food, healthcare, right? And that's what is leading Americans to work two plus jobs to be able to survive, right? And then you have your student loans, you have debt, you have medical bills. I mean, car payments, everything under the sun, right? I couldn't imagine having a student loan right now. I paid it off, thankfully, but I couldn't imagine having a student loan, having to work, pay off a mortgage. I mean, it'd be impossible to do it all on your own. Um, you would need help either from your parents or from a spouse, right? Um, and that's what leads to that mental burnout. 100%. I truly believe it does, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me on that, right? Many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which is insane, right? You would think in this day and age, there's a lot of financial education out there online that you can learn, that you can teach yourself. But I think that people just either don't care or they get too ahead of themselves and they think that, oh, I have money, I can spend it, I'll make it again. But you never know, right? Things can pop up, right? So people should really educate themselves financially to stay ahead of the curve, either save their money, invest it, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. You guys do what you want with your money, but the point is that people are living the paycheck to paycheck, and I'm sure there's people that make the choice to live paycheck to paycheck because they like nice things in life or they spend it on whatever it is. But like I said, it's easier now than it's ever been to make money, and I think that people should definitely be saving their money just in case, uh, for a rainy day. I always say that even off of YouTube, I always say have a backup, have backup for a rainy day, always, right? It's crucial, because either Americans aren't thinking about this, or they're dumb, or I don't know what it is, but yeah, uh, Americans need to be able to save their money better and make better financial decisions, spend mindfully, borrow mindfully, things of that nature. So let's see who is affected the most by burnout in America. Well, it's healthcare workers, teachers, retail and customer service. And I can agree with those things because I used to work in retail and I know that burned me out. I remember my wife, she was a former teacher. Uh, that burned her out. Working with little kids every day and uh, just the state of children and the way they think and their attitudes, their behaviors. Um, she's always telling me stories about when she was a teacher, how it would be so hard to get the children's attention and try to have them engage in discussions in on the lesson that they're currently learning. So it would be hard, and it was a mental toll on her for sure. And I saw it every day, almost every day. It was like that. But healthcare workers, they also have it very rough too. They work with a lot of people. They see a lot of things, and I can only imagine how they manage that and how they go through those things on a day-to-day basic basis while they're at work and doing what they're doing. But yeah, I think that we should start to change the narrative because productivity isn't your worth. Productivity shouldn't be what you're known for. It's okay to take a vacation day. It's okay to talk about mental health, right? Uh, it's okay to not have to have your identity centered around what you do on a day-to-day basis, right? It's enough that you're a human being and now you have to be recognized and identified by what you do. I mean, I don't know why it's like that here, but I think that has to change. That narrative has got to go, right? Uh, Burnout is a real thing, and more people should be talking about this because I don't think it's talked about enough. Um, I hope this video shed some light on that, on the burnout aspect of life in America. And I know that a lot of people are going through this on a day-to-day basis. So I just wanted to bring this topic up for everyone. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it brought some value to you. Let me know what you guys think about burnout. Are you guys burned out in your own careers, your own lives? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.